Mr. Roots, if you look at after the Anglo-Boer War, right, and when the Afrikaners took over, right, they started institutions in the States like the Land Bank to assist farmers, because some of the farmers were subsistent, and to assist them to be commercial farmers. You saw some of the state-owned enterprises that were created, like railways and harbors and so on, to support this industry so that we can grow and scale it, right? So don't you think that in a way the state needs to be involved again to sort of grow?
Okay, let me just, I'm an Afrikaner. I mean, that's my background as well. And I've been thinking about this. And when I went to school, everybody told me how bad the English were because they put our grandparents in the concentration camps and all that. I mean, so that's the history that I have. And I mean, being an Afrikaner is something very dear to me. I'm very proud of my background, my people, what they have achieved. But the reality is, the truth is that the Afrikaners, if you go back 100 odd years ago, the Afrikaners were a bunch of illiterate people that didn't know anything about the world of diplomacy, didn't know about the rest of the world and so on. They were really subsistence farmers in many instances. And then we lost the war to the British, and South Africa became a union, and that's where we are. That was the beginning of all sort of things that happened in between. So that's where we are today. We've got a country called South Africa, which previously consisted of 4 provinces. In 1910, we became a union, for example, and the Afrikaner went through a lot of suffering, and there are even some Afrikaners calling for the return of the Boer republics like the Transvaal and the Free State and so on. But let's just think a little bit about this. I think one of the best things at a very dear price, and it came with a lot of tears and suffering with that, but one of the best things that could have happened to the Afrikaners is losing the war against the English.
Against the British.
Against the Brits. Because kicking and screaming, you became part of the British Empire, which was the biggest empire then. And you got suddenly part of this big empire, you got access to all sort of things that we didn't have access to previously. We learned about governance. We learned about being part of the empire. We got access to all sort of stuff. I mean, even Jan Smith,